Hello everybody, this is Rare Elvis Photos. Gonna bring you a little extra video on a Sunday evening, although you might not see this until Monday. But this is Susie Bancroft. She was the hostess of a Memphis party for Elvis, and Elvis thought she was great. This is an article taking you way back, 1955 or 1956. I'm not sure exactly what the date of this is, but we're gonna read it, and then I'm gonna feature a new Elvis tribute song that I wrote as well that you probably haven't heard. So let's get started without further ado. Thank you, though, to the subscribers. Thank you to those that have left me super thanks lately. Here they are. Nancy Lorenzo, I appreciate it. $4.99 super thanks. And then we have Ruby Ians. And I may be pronouncing your name wrong. Of course, she's going to be a guest on a subscriber series. Ruby emailed me this week because we need to set up a time to do our recording. All right, so Elvis calls Barbara frequently when he is on tour, and often when Elvis calls his parents, which he does almost every night, Barbara is there. Barbara is the kind of girl you take home to meet the folks. She enjoys Mr. and Mrs. Presley, and they obviously enjoy her, and now she comes and goes, almost like a family member. When Elvis appears on television, she is usually with them. She was with Mr. and Mrs. Presley the nights that Elvis made the first of his 3 scheduled appearances on the Ed Sullivan Show. I thought he was wonderful, she said. Did you squeal like the others, Barbara? No, I don't squeal, but I understand why they do, and I feel like it sometimes myself. It makes you feel like you just want to let go. I thought it was the best he's ever been on television. Now, Barbara's shy manner and quiet voice contrast oddly with a candor, a sharp discernment, a directness, and an almost casual acceptance of things as they are. She makes no claim on Elvis, and she seems to ask nothing except for his friendship. I think this is a good time to debut the new song, and then we'll do the second half of this article.
Sit down in any diner in small town USA. You're sure to get a friendly "How are you?" then have a good day. Yes, ma'am, you do too. You'll hear most of us saying, and there's sure to be an Elvis song playing. 'Cause Elvis is America. He bled red, white, and blue. He served his country proudly, and a lot of you did too. That's why he's still in coffee shops and on the radio, in your living rooms and on some late night show. As sure as Ford and Chevy makes a truck, Elvis is America. And every child who says his prayers at night, and every dream a dreamer dreams that ever comes to life, there's a piece of the man who dared to reach, just like the U.S. Army says to be all you can be. 'Cause Elvis is America. He bled red, white, and blue. He served his country proudly, and a lot of you did too. That's why he's still in coffee shops and on the radio, in your living rooms and on some late night show. As sure as Ford and Chevy makes a truck, Elvis is America. He was just like you and me. He never forgot that. Each time he sang America, American trilogy. 'Cause Elvis is America. He bled red, white, and blue. He served his country proudly, and a lot of you did too. That's why he's still in coffee shops and on the radio, in your living rooms and on some late night show. As sure as Ford and Chevy makes a truck, Elvis is America. As sure as Ford and Chevy makes a truck, Elvis is America.
All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that tribute to Elvis. Let's get on with the article now. Friendship is a good word to describe at least part of the relationship between them. Now, much of their time together is spent at his home, with his family. When they're together, they have the gifts of understanding one another's moods. They don't feel the necessity of speaking unless there is something that they want to say to another. They can sit at ease and without strain for long periods of time without talking. Or on the other hand, they can share jokes, laugh, and talk vicariously. Now, what I got to bring up here as we try to continue this is, first off, that's got to be Barbara Hearn, right? Yet, the article states, Susie Bancroft was hostess at a Memphis party for Elvis. Elvis thought she was great. So interesting right there. It's probably just one of those things where the article's really about Barbara and Elvis, and then you got this kind of like clickbait sort of a thing there. What is a date with Elvis like for Barbara? We can understand only part of it, but there is much to read between the lines. Now let's see if we can find some information about Susie Bancroft. Wink Martindale on his Facebook page in 2014 said, Throwback Thursday. The girl in this picture with me is Anita Wood, circa 1957. Anita replaced my original co-host, Susan Bancroft, on the 1950s Top 10 Dance Party, WHBQ TV Memphis. Elvis Presley saw Anita on the show and began calling her for dates. They became quite a number for a number of years after that. In fact, it was rumored Elvis was considering marriage for Anita, with Anita for a while. So that would have been the co-host of the Wink Martindale show that Elvis Presley gave his diamond ring away. Remember that great interview of Wink Martindale and Elvis right there by the jukebox? Susie was the co-host. Well, regardless of my son screaming in the background playing his virtual reality game, I hope you enjoyed this trip down memory lane and maybe learned something new. I certainly did. This is Rare Elvis Photos, TCB TLC. Till next time, thanks to you all subscribers, new and old, and members.